Hey guys, what is up? Happy Halloween, I guess, because I think this is coming out like literally like the day before Halloween, question mark, dot, 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 question mark, question mark, question mark. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Upstairs Neighbors. I gotta clock the tea immediately that your girl is drowsy, but we have undisclosed coffee on the way. So don't even worry about her. But welcome back to another episode of the podcast. And today in the studio, I literally have like my best friend in the whole fucking world. Like literally my best friend, like my blood brother. Everyone, welcome to the stage, Keilan.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
And the behind the scenes tea is that we filmed an episode. Like when we first started the podcast, Keilan was like the OG guest. And it was like within the crosshairs of when we were like, not really sure when we were going to upload, like not really sure like when we were going to start whatever. And we
thank
filmed.
you for raising awareness. Thank you for raising awareness about that. Because you know I was about to bring it up too. I was literally ready to fixing my mouth to say that too. So
well, we filmed an episode where we literally just talked about like the new Mean Girls movie. Mm-hmm. And then by the time we actually like uploaded everything, we were like, well, fuck. It's like out the headlines, no shade.
Too bad it was horrible. Like it would have been whatever.
But anyway, so now we're back with like actual mics, actual vibes, and like whatever. But throw it up on the Patreon.
It was cute.
That could be tea. No, it was so cute.
I literally was really like, cute. It was giving makeshift. Like I had my phone.
No, I was
like,
gonna say, it was giving when we were filming with the phone. Like,
yeah,
it was giving.
No, it was cute.
You know,
it was.
It was the pre. I don't know. Actually, I should go look and see. I think it is so low key because. Like, we fully intended on releasing it and everything, and then we just, like, ended up, like, starting the pod later.
The movie had to fucking fall off. That's the gag.
Well, the movie was...
And we don't want to talk about that.
No, we don't want to talk about that.
No, I want to talk about that one.
Anyways, so regardless of the case, today we're coming to you guys with horror hookup stories, and also we're dressed as the Garden, if anyone's wondering. Or a Juggalo, I guess.
Y'all like the Garden?
Do y'all like the Garden? Do y'all like the Garden? We've talked about them before on the pod.
Okay.
Because, like, no shade, but, like...
No, because, I don't... I love the Garden.
Right.
I do love the Garden, and I'm just like weary of, giving a platform to like white guys from Orange County.
No, and that's real.
But I'll do it.
And that's real. Because we think we're good. We think they're good, right?
They're amazing for me.
Well, no, like,
but I'll be getting shade.
Musically,
when I talk about them, I get shade low key.
From who?
Losers.
Also, I'm like this. Wait.
Thank
or
you.
Keep the mic like up to your face, right?
Like here?
I saw stop hella adjusting. I was like, wait, that's T.
Or
like
T.
You know, I'd be bringing the girls on. Is that good?
Okay. Thank you so much.
No, because I'd be coming in here like cutting up and I'm like, oh wait, we're actually hella filming.
No, I know.
That's real. And your voice matters.
Thank you.
Anyway. Well, how are things? Bitch,
how are things?
Well, the tea, and we can't even do too much because the tea is like literally we've known each other, mama. We've known each other, but also arguably during like some of the most like fundamental stages of our lives though, for real, like if we're being real, because our lore is that we met in college
18 years old
at 18 years old with a dream and also we literally like, okay, so we met each other in college, but also we're from the same, also guys, sorry, this page is so itchy. We're from the same hometown.
916, stand up.
Shout out Zach. Please. Like if you're from Zach,
stand up right now. Watch the rest of the episode on your fucking feet. Like seriously, if you're about it. Light the beam.
Light the beam.
For real.
Wake it up. But we had no idea like when we actually like moved and like met each other, whatever. And then we literally have been through college together. We saw each other during our first loves. We saw each other during our first breakups. We don't
want to talk about the first love. Wait for the first love episode because
that shit is actually like something
and kind of active. For both of us in ways.
It's active.
Whatever.
It's active.
Whatever.
It's active. But anyway. No, literally. But anyway. So yeah, I'm just like, we've literally known each other arguably through like our actual coming of age in a crazy way.
No, seriously. We grew up together. We raised each other.
We raised each other down.
So, love you.
Love you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
But just
for the first time. I've never been here before.
Right.
Okay.
We've never filmed this before.
Yeah.
But just so y'all know, like that's the lore. And I feel like we talked about you so much on the pod, and we had your brother on, so it's just like, girl.
And like my child, if you watched the 1D episode, my childhood like best friend Melissa was also on the pod. It's giving family affair.
Yeah, it's family ties.
It's giving
like
family.
hella. Oh my god.
Down.
Sorry. I'm like, fuck. Anyway, so that's our lore.
That's our lore. No, we
Amongst
locked
many
in,
things.
and I feel like we locked in so fast too. Amongst many things,
We locked in real fast. I mean, that's
yeah.
just I don't know.
We've also lived together now.
Oh,
for
yeah, for, like,
no, we've lived together for now like
3
years,
going on
our
4
fourth.
years. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
currently moving. We're currently
We
getting
moved-
termites taken
yeah.
out of our place, which is also why I'm
Sorry.
literally.
When I scream into the mic, I'm like, sorry.
No, you
I
can't.
like
You can't.
the mic check before, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna talk like this.
Girl, that's what we all do.
forgot.
No, because when Sav started showing up, me and Dawn would be like, "Yeah, sound check. We're just gonna be talking like this," and she'd be like, "Girl, that's
knowing
what we
damn
all
well
do." We'd be like, "Ah."
You're right.
"Oh, sound check.
Oh,
We're just
okay.
gonna be
Thank you
talking
for
like this,"
working.
and she'd be like,
Be as loud as you want.
Okay.
"Yeah." I just be having to remember to talk
forgetting.
into the mic, like type shit.
Yeah,
But
no, for real.
anyway,
Okay.
yeah,
we have termites. Though.
guys, we have termites.
We have termites right now. They're
and we're
at
dealing
our
with the
house.
landlord. No, we're at their house. We're at their house because okay, guys, and this is a PSA. This is a PSA to my renters in the chat because, to be fair, I think like one of the things that it was definitely giving was like I don't even know what termites like. I didn't know the signs, the symptoms.
Me neither.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like whatever, but as renters, especially if you're renting like old properties, blah 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 blah. If you ever see a pile, gross out warning. If you ever see a pile of like literally sawdust on your floor, mama, just go ahead and make sure that shit ain't termites.
Because it might be termites.
It might be
If
termites.
your apartment is cute with charm in Los Angeles, California, and you have cute little built-ins, it's made of wood, and you probably have termites.
It seems too good to be true.
Because the gag is, I didn't know anything about termites either.
yeah, hella.
They only eat wood, so they shit wood,
They shit wood.
and there's just piles of little wood
wood.
shit in your house.
No, and like literally wood shit. Like the first time I saw it, I thought it was genuinely like swept up wood chips. Like it looks like wood chips.
Kind of ominous. Our roommate, no, seriously, just like empty house, wood piles all around.
Wood piles. And you would just think that it's like not tea like that.
Yeah.
Like the only reason we even knew it was tea was because we moved in. When we moved in, obviously we like vacuumed everything. We like sweep shout out Lizzie on the pod because I know
Shout
she'll
out
be listening.
Lizzie.
Boots. Like mama, she wakes up one day and there's just a random fuck ass pile of wood on the floor.
And she said it was a perfect circle too.
It-
This is Halloween. That's
is
the spooky
Halloween.
part,
No,
okay?
that's the spooky part. They was in there like
No,
like sleeping that shit into a circle.
Perfect.
No shade.
Look, okay, we got the perfectionist termites too.
The
Make that
perfectionist
shit pretty.
termites. Well, because that's their house. That's their house.
They're mad at us.
No, I know they're mad. So anyways, that's also why I'm literally like, guys, like the move-in collab, now we have to get rid, like now we have to try to get rid of termites with landlords
Right.
from Los Angeles, California. Literally, Lord forbid, I would have had a better shot studying to be an exterminator and coming back and doing it my fucking self than I did trying to get
Probably.
motherfuckers to answer the phone.
I was about to call them by name too. I'm like, let me not.
No,
Let me
'cause I'm
not.
like, we love the
but
place.
Love
the place so much.
Thank you, King.
But goddamn.
Yeah, we got to get rid of our extra roommates though.
Hella extra.
But there are
roommates and
people
they
at
mamas.
our house right now, like literally taking the wood out from underneath
Yeah.
our house and replacing
and
it.
replacing it. And it's just giving like the knock at 8 a.m. had me like, good morning. Good morning. Anyway.
No, and thank you for getting the door on that too.
I mean, well, yeah, of course. But I'm just like,
No.
it's been like shit's been moving so fast, so
I
crazy, so
know.
buku bucks. And I'm like, guys, I'm tired.
I know.
And we're about
Me
to go into
too.
Halloween weekend, low key.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wait, fuck.
And I have plans. We got
I
plans.
know we got plans.
We got plans.
And eventually it's just like, when will it end? All the enjoyment.
And you know
like
what?
what?
All the
R.I.P.
enjoyment. And this is well.
That's me.
Look, that's for her. Pour one out for our
Pour one
girl.
out, hella.
Lizzie the voice.
No, Lizzie the voice.
Right.
Queen Lizzie the voice. But
Queen
yeah.
Lizzie the voice. Thank you.
So long story short, it's just giving like bitch I'm tired.
Yeah, I know. And it's
Tired
like
of the way
the
he
moving
treats me.
X Termites collab, X just like also, I feel like both of us just, first of all, have just like people that we connect with a lot and also have a million fucking jobs.
Yeah, yeah,
And are just working all the fucking time.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm tired
It catches
too.
up.
I'm tired as fuck.
It's catching up.
This life is not sustainable, but for 25,
For 25,
I'm
I guess
hold
we're
it down.
alive. Yeah, real
I'm
bad.
very grateful.
Yeah,
I
of
love our
course.
place.
Always.
And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
so happy about all the things. I'm sure you could say the same.
For sure,
This
for
is
sure.
a dreamy ass life.
Yeah.
But also I'm falling apart. Like
It's a
my
grind.
my legs about to crack. Like
No, and like de-influence, because bitch, it's a grind. It's a grind.
De-influence.
Being an artist in literally Los Angeles, California, when oh my god, yay!
Woo! Be right back.
And cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to whatever the fuck we're about to hear about. So today we are literally listening once again to you guys' hookup stories, and we changed the verbiage this time because we wanted to open it up to nightmare hookups and dates, because not everything has to be sexual in nature, you know, and also dates are also
terrible.
And no, like we could talk about that too, but it's just like, I mean, I'm not really a dater very much, but like, I don't know. Bad dates exist too.
No, they definitely do.
So I'm like, I don't know.
I feel like I've experienced more bad dates than hookups for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not like, I'm not, you know me. And you know I'm not like a hookup girl.
Real.
Naturally.
Real.
Or
and
like.
honestly, same. Sorry,
in
I
my,
know this is so like whatever, but.
Or at least I haven't been.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that, I mean, we've been talking, I will say though that it's funny that I'm on this episode because I'm low key like in my hookup era right now.
No, and I don't know how much you're gonna spill, but I'm like, you've been running it like real as shit.
I've been running it. I've been running
Mama's
it.
been clocked in early. You have me gagged with that one.
I clocked in and I'll spill. I clocked in because low key, and it's funny because she told me that it was the hookup episode.
Hello.
I've had a story that I have been meaning to like send, but it's always just too long, and I was gonna tell it.
Real.
But low key, I'm like, yesterday was awkward.
Yesterday?
I hooked up with someone yesterday morning.
What?
Yesterday morning, I told you. I literally told you.
Okay, so what the fuck? What was that?
Okay.
What was that?
Well,
James?
well.
Okay, and let me also say before you say, what has me weak about that is the director's cut of this is that, mama, I woke up at probably like 9:30 or something, like 9. I was up by like 9:30. I literally wake up, this motherfucker comes back. Mind you, I'd seen your Finsta already. I saw that you walked down the street and like got a little drink, whatever.
Yes, I got a little matcha.
So I was like, okay, period. Like, she's up hella early. Like, what the fuck? This bitch gonna come back with the matcha talking about some, I just made out with somebody. but it's 9:30 in the morning.
And let me explain.
Yeah.
And let me explain.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's real as fuck. You know where I'm at right now, and I'm just gonna spill it for the audience.
For sure. Whatever you're comfortable with, by the way. You know,
yeah,
like,
we'll see. Sure. We'll see how it comes out. But like basically, you know me. You know I'm lover girl down. Like
we come from a house of
like
lover
we
girls,
come from a
sure.
house of literally like, give me your hand. I have this knife right now. We're gonna slit our palms and just shake on this shit. Like we're locked in forever.
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
You know. And you know I run my shit like I run my shit like that, and I have for so long, and you know I'm just burnt out. I'm jaded as fuck,
and that's real.
That's real. And that 0 to 100 real quick. That has no. I'm just really open to casual sex right now. Mm-hmm. I really love exploring sex. I'm an artist.
Yeah, for sure.
I want that to be my work.
Right.
So, bitch, I'm on Grindr. I've been on Grindr for I've been on Grindr for the last 2 weeks. So,
that pipeline.
Especially, like, specifically since we moved into the new place, like we moved to a whole new area.
Yeah.
Like in the past, like, mind you, I haven't been on dating apps since, like, literally at all since last year, like last, like November or whatever.
Yeah.
And we also used to live in West Hollywood. Yeah. And so a part of me too was like, I mean, I just never felt understood. Yeah. I just never felt understood.
Relationships with communities,
and
et cetera,
also just
et cetera.
like being a boy that dates boys in West Hollywood is like so fucking embarrassing. And like, I'm so sorry to my community in West Hollywood or to your community in West Hollywood. But it just wasn't my thing, and
not your.
I'm like, no shade.
No, real,
no
full
shade.
That's your experience.
That's my experience. Anyway, moved to and I was like up one night, just like, I want to see what's tea.
Yeah.
It's T.
I mean, we all switched. We all switched our locations, boots.
We all switched our locations.
The house, yeah.
Specifically Grindr, and I'm only on Grindr. That's the gag. Like I went straight to the source.
You know what you want. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, straight to the source.
Absolutely.
It's T, like our air. We live in now. The hotties are hot, and and they have mullets and stuff and mustache.
They do
mullet,
have mustache
combo.
Yeah,
that's my tea.
They do.
Anyway,
That's
so yeah,
true.
I've been on Grindr the last 2 weeks, like having a good time. Love talking to hot people. It's so cute. Fast forward to yesterday. So I wake up. I also like normally wake up at like 11 fucking a.m. Like I'm definitely a late riser. Woke up yesterday because I had a dream. Like I had a brain blast like idea that I needed to like write down at like 7. And then I couldn't fall asleep. Bored as fuck. And I'm like, hey, well, let's see what the girls are doing. Like, let me go on. Or I guess the boys. No shade. Well, whatever. Go on there. Talking to this. So long story short, I'm talking to this like guy that lives like 700 feet away from us.
Hella.
Mama.
Type shit.
And like pictures were T, like older guy. He was like 34.
Okay.
You know, not a red flag, but you know, maybe a beige flag. Open relationship, but also like I'm not on there. I'm on there.
But I'm
open, but also I'm
sick of y'all. That's it.
I know.
That's all I was gonna say.
I know.
Yeah.
Definitely like we're sick of
a little shade. I was gonna say no shade,
Like,
but I'm like, mama, the polyantas out here be
the
like,
polyantas.
guys, we're open, holding their partner hand. I'm
Polly
like,
pocket. Right.
I'm like, well,
and I get it. Like I got
no,
that.
and we get it.
But
y'all ain't really selling the fantasy like you think you're selling the fantasy.
There's always something. And I'll get back to that too.
Okay.
And I'll get back to that.
Okay,
but just know open relationship. Like 34. T, like super cute, handsome. Like honestly, like trade. Like giving trade, like
Love.
gold chain on the neck. I'm like,
Ooh.
okay, like work. We're like talking, it's getting, you know, a little steamy.
Right.
Mind you, it's now
8 in the
like
morning.
8 in the morning. It basically just gets to a point where we're like, should we meet up right now? And like, I honestly like want to make out and like maybe fool around a little bit type shit, like just for fun.
Yeah. Hella.
He's like, yes, I have a meeting at 9:30. And I'm no type shit. And so Mind you, I've been on the app for like 2 weeks. I hooked up with someone last week when I was on it, and it was like super tea, like such a fun time. So I'm like feeling warmed up to it. I'm like, yes, like I'm a pro, like I'm a gay guy, now. Like it's literally so fun. Like, and I'm like, honestly, tea, like I'm super down to come over and like, you know, have a key. He goes, okay, cool. I like. He's like, okay, like I'm like, he has a rental car or something he was returning. He's like, yeah, just like, he told me when he was home. He was like, okay, like I'm home. Just like come inside, like I'll be in the room in the back. And I was like, okay.
He said on all
like,
fours. That's crazy.
No, I was like, okay, like, but still I'm like, no, like this is just like the underground like gay boy fan. Like I'm a gay guy. Like, okay, T, like I'm warmed up.
Okay, real.
Red flag down. 5-minute walk, bitch. Get my headphones on. I'm like, this is honestly tea. Like, walk down the neighborhood, living the fantasy.
Boots.
Go into this nigga house. This is a family home. Definitely nice place, decorated. Photos of him and the other partner, like everywhere. And I'm like, okay. Like, where's your man but work?
Well, at work.
Well, spooky. This is Halloween. At work. At work. Going, and this is when it really goes fucking downhill because
what?
Already. Those photos were probably from like 4 fucking years ago. Mama. And the gag is to
No.
How dare you? Number 1. Number 2, you're not even like, he definitely looked fucking different. He was not like ugly or anything, but I'm also like, this is not what I signed up for. Yeah. And you could have just been on it. Like you could have just been
on it. So the girls could just be like, this is what I signed up for.
Should have walked out the door then, didn't. But I was like,
you. I thought you meant
no,
him. I was like, what?
No, me.
Okay,
he walks out of his own house. He's like, okay,
no,
bye.
I thought he was going to like come out in the front meet you. I was like, period.
No, and that's the guy too, because when I hooked up with someone last week, I was like a little more. I was like meet me outside. Like I waited in my car.
Yeah,
like he came out and he was fucking tea. So I was like, period.
Yeah.
And this guy, first of all, because I'm like, the walk into my house and come to the back room, you knew what was fucking tea. You knew what was tea. And I'm like, ugh. And I didn't even fully process this till after, but whatever. But I said it and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna like see what's going on. Whatever. Okay, like we barely talk, and I'm like, okay, like weird. We just kind of start like making out and stuff. This, God bless his soul, it was almost giving like, okay, your man has not touched you in so long or something. Like he was, when I tell you I was not doing much, like I was not doing much. I was literally making out with him. He's moaning, groaning, mouth watering, doing too fucking much.
At 8 in the morning.
Doing too fucking much at 8 in the morning.
Well, he was just off that cup of coffee.
He was off that cup of Joe.
Yeah, he was off that cup of Joe.
The cup of Joe. Got him. And I was literally like, no. Because it was just giving, then one of those ones where like, I'm working. Like I'm, God, yes, I'm literally working.
Yes. I see you.
I'm performing.
I see you.
And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, not even to be a fucking, like, I don't know if I sound like a fucking bitch, but I'm also just like, I'm like, come on.
Well.
Whatever. We're just like making out. Kind of like touching each other and stuff, but it was just like not fucking giving.
Yeah.
Long story short, I literally put on a whole performance, and then I'm just like, okay, like I'm done.
And that's
like
real.
It was just like whatever. And he's like, okay, like then we like kind of just have like little small talk, and he's telling me about his meeting he worked. Actually, no.
We'll bleep that.
Bleep that out.
We'll bleep that.
He's just giving me like small talk, whatever. And I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna leave. Like it was one of those ones where I was like, I should have got paid $500 for this.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I just gotta go. And you know me.
Yeah.
I started walking out the house. Why did I lose my phone? I lost my phone. I lost my phone at his fucking house. Anyone that knows me knows I lose every fucking thing. I lost my phone on the way here. Like when I was walking out the door, I was like, where's my fucking phone? I lost my phone at this nigga house.
You had to go back?
I was like, open the door and I was like, no. Like, no. Like I didn't even walk. Wasn't even fully out yet. I was speeding out.
At least you weren't fully out.
But I was like,
at least you were out.
No. And then I had to turn around. I can't find my phone. And the whole time I'm like, oh, fuck, this sucks. And I'm like, I need to get out of here. I'm literally looking everywhere. Oh my God, it was horrible. He's like calling my phone, helping me. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, it
like,
just
it's
wasn't
fine.
tea.
It wasn't tea,
and
he fucking low-key catfished me. Long story short, I'm like in the living room. He like finds my phone like in his gym bag, which I'm like,
what?
Still, and y'all know me. I be putting my shit. Well, y'all don't know me. I do be putting shit like hella random places, but also I'm like, did you try to fucking snatch my brand new iPhone Pro Max that already got stolen once, bitch? You remember my phone got stolen last week?
Phone, yeah, you're right. But I'm just like, wait,
I know,
it was
like,
literally in his gym bag?
It was in his gym bag, which was like on the ottoman. I know, sketchy as fuck. And I was just like, okay, bye. Like,
that's sketchy.
Let me go. But I literally walked out and I was like, I literally should have got paid money for this. Like, I literally was putting on a whole performance.
And that's real.
And it was just, I know, it's too real. And
it's
I
the
just
50-50
can't.
of it all.
So, I did delete Grindr.
Oh, did you? Work.
After that.
No, and that's real.
At that point, I was just like,
real.
okay, like, it's giving hit or miss. And also, like, you know, did my thing. Maybe I'll go back on it. But also, like, it was more just like, you know, my nature is at least, I mean, Grindr's for this too, but like, at least we need to go on a date. Yeah. At least. Yeah. Because at least if I got a drink with this guy, I could have just like, yeah.
No,
I would have been
that's
like,
real.
And it's just like a cuter fantasy. I mean, like, this is a different it's a different fantasy to like walk 5 minutes to the house before your like work meeting and like do that.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, if you're not going to give, like, Mama.
Absolutely.
You just saw me in a way that like literally I wish I could take that back.
We've
and if
talked about this I've said this so many times. That is like literally the reason why I'm so MF celibate, bro. Because I hate when that happens. Like there's no worse like feeling for me. And I know I've said this before. But like it's not even about the actual act. It's about the idea that like you saw me. You witnessed me doing that. And like I wasn't even like it wasn't even
what you thought.
It wasn't even.
Oh my God. And the guy gets too, like he was when we were like talking, like when I was like heading out, he was like, oh, like how long did it take you to get here? And I was like, oh, like 5 minutes. He goes, oh, like that's convenient.
Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, don't even. And I was about to.
Dogs are like, God.
And I'm like, when I.
Damn it. Oh my God, right there. Girl.
Mama.
Fuck. That's not even 5 minutes.
Sunglasses on, like.
No, I mean, well, that's kind of part of the gig too. It's like,
part of the gig, I guess.
No shade, but like if you're not giving.
If you're not giving, and I don't want to risk that anymore. Because that's my 50, thing 50 too.
Every time. It's 50-50 every time. And it's just like, I really wish, like there are a couple people in this world that
you could snatch it back from.
But if I could take it back. Like I don't regret it, but it's just the idea that like you didn't even put down like that.
You didn't put down.
And I was just literally over here like dead ass performing boots.
Performing and I'm bored. So I'm literally performing because I'm a performer. And I like doing that.
I'm a performer. Well, and I don't want to make it fucking like y'all know I'm non-confrontational, so I just be like, okay, fine.
And next time I'm gonna be like, you're lame.
If I had the guts.
I know. Same.
If I had the guts and the gall, then I would absolutely do that. But
well, we should practice that.
We should practice
Set boundaries and have these people come correct.
And like if I ever, to be honest, literally, I just, oh God, it's crazy. Guys, I got Raya again. Okay.
Love it.
Okay. Sorry. sorry. Like, I don't know. And maybe on like a Patreon or something, I'll tell you guys who's on there, but I'm just like, no.
And when you get banned from Raya?
But, right. Because I just don't know anymore. I just don't know.
What do you not know?
I'm just like, I just don't know. Like, and I was talking to ChatGPT, and that motherfucker was telling me that one of the statistics right now are a cool like 60% of people meet online. And I'm starting to believe her. And again, okay, number one, I hear your cries of the bitches who be in my DMs like, please delete the apps. I get it. Yeah. Okay, I hear you. Like, don't worry. The delete the apps brigade, I hear you. Number two, though, I'm also like, well, number two, the realty is, I don't know. I think I've just been also like kind of stressed out. So I'm in my quick dopamine hit era right now. Like I've been spending a lot more time on TikTok, and I always know that I'm stressed when I'm like on dating apps again, because I'm like, girl, this is giving like you're searching for something else. Seriously. Like it's giving comfort teas.
No, serious.
Dopamine teas, validation teas. That's number three though, I'm like, yes, we be outside, but I'm just like, guys, what's the real tea about that shit?
About being outside?
Yeah. Also, I will say my original number 3 was going to be that. I mean, we definitely live in Los Angeles, California. And like for a long time, I was like, LOL. No, it's not that different. It's not that different. It's a little different.
There's a lot to sift through.
There's a lot to sift through.
Like there's definitely like cool people outside. Like, you know, I'm pro dating outside. Love. For sure. I've had fun experiences meeting people in real life. But it's also just like a bit more energy to like sift through them, to sift, because there's hella heads. And praying for your community, because there's a lot of cis het like straight guys that are horrible.
I know,
but they have everyone here also like knows how to dress, so like it's easy to fool.
So you can't tell.
You really
can't tell. They all know what to say. They literally all know what to say. They all know what to wear. And like you would be like, bitch, like if I was from Montana, I would be coming out here literally like, oh my God, he's so sweet. And like, he's so sweet too. Those motherfuckers are sinister. So with that being said, but also, I don't know, I was just bored as fuck. And I was like, well, let me see what's going on.
I love that you're on Raya.
Same motherfuckers as always. Same. Should we even call them celebrity? Like, I don't know. Like same people though.
No, T though.
Type.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Charlie Puth, because last time I was on Raya, he was on Raya. Now
but he's not anymore.
He's married now. Right? Isn't he married?
I don't know.
Can we look that up, please? I'm pretty sure he was. I thought I saw like a TikTok about it or something, but I was like,
should I go back on?
He's married.
He's married, right? Oh, that's awesome.
As of like a month ago.
Okay, Char.
So congrats for getting off the apps.
Sorry.
I know. What am I gonna do?
Should I go back on Raya?
Fuck it. Like it's really just like it's just the revolving door of like looking around.
Yeah.
But I will say this time I feel like is the first time when I've been like, oh, and maybe it's just because I'm like entering, so they're sending forward like their baddest bitches.
Oh,
but
really?
I'm literally like, and that's the thing about Riot too is like a lot of people are almost like too bad. Like they're like bad in a way that I look at them and I'm like, oh, you're really bad, but like, girl, you ain't fucking serious. And maybe we need to stop doing that too.
No, you do.
Maybe we need to stop dismissing hot people. But I'm just on there like,
you're
girl,
hot.
you ain't serious. Well,
You're hot too.
and I ain't serious. So it's just like, fuck.
Projection's everything, mama.
I could be serious.
Projection's everything.
I could be more serious. But
Okay.
like, you know what I mean? Like maybe on there like bad. And that's the thing too is I'm like, girl, am I supposed to? Oh, well. I mean, they're straight men. And hot straight men, I'm like, that's diabolical.
It's giving why?
And it's giving, how are you using that power?
How are you using it? And they're using it sneaky though, in a sneaky way. Just with like pearls on. Type shit.
Take
your grandmother's pearls off your fucking neck. And go to war.
And go to war. Anyway, all that being said, blah, 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 right? Blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so that's the vibes right now. And yeah, I wish I had another hookup story to tell, but I think I've already told all of mine.
No, you told the T one.
I've told all of them, I think. There's only one where I'm like, I can't tell that one. I can't tell that one.
I know the one you're talking about.
Oh, wait, I think we might be talking about different ones, though. The one I'm talking about took place in San Diego.
That's what I'm thinking of too.
Okay, period. Because that one was...
No, you can't.
I can't. I can't do that one. That's like and it's not even like tea. It's not even like, oh my God, it was so... But it was definitely one of those ones where, I'll put it like this. That was within the time period of like, that shit happened. No fucking shade. That shit happened though, like COVID era.
Yeah.
And that was when we didn't know if we were going to live or die.
Like YOLO shit.
No, YOLO shit. And then we didn't die. And then now I just have that story. And it was just like,
is that one of the snatch pack ones? The Mariah Carey fucking high pitched whistle.
I mean, I don't really care in terms of like the actual person is like he was like a sweet good person. Like it's like not even tea like that. But I definitely think that wasn't one that I necessarily would have like stood behind. Like that was kind of like an offshoot for me a little bit. That was a little bit like out of my normal flavors, I guess. So yeah. I mean, but I wouldn't care. He wasn't like anything. I've had way better performances that I'm literally like, oh my God, like I just can't believe that. But
yeah,
no. He was, I mean, he was cool.
No tea.
No shade.
But
anyways, of course, we're literally going to talk fucking forever. So let's start listening to these because
I know, right?
We could literally stay here and yap
fucking
forever.
yapping
Down the house.
I'm like literally nervous. But I'm excited.
This is good. I know. Welcome. You're the first like hookup story guest.
I'm honored.
Yeah, so we'll get it popping. I'll send it off to Sav.
All right, here we go.
Oh gosh.
So a couple months back, I was running a little late to work. I text my boss being like, "Hey, gonna be 10, maybe 15 minutes late." And me and her are really cool, so she's like, "Okay, great. I'll see you when you get here." And around the same time, my friend with benefits is messaging me. And I know where the conversation is going, but he's like beating around the bush too much. And so, just being very unserious and very funny and haha, I was like, "So, don't know if you're going to be busy later, but low-key in heat, and I don't know if it's the full moon, but I'm really horny and would love to see you, LOL." And I sent it with that one picture, that meme of the werewolf on his knees ripping his shirt, howling. And I sent it off. Don't even think anything about it. Maybe 2-3 hours later, I'm like did I offend? You know, did I say something wrong? Does he think I'm a furry? So I go and check to see if he's seen the message. I had sent the message to my boss. I had sent it to her because him and her have the same first letter in their name, and I got them mixed up. And it was too late to unsend it, and it was too late to edit it. So all I said was just, oops, I'm so sorry, wrong number. There was nothing else I could do, and I was so panicked. But bless her heart, her English isn't her first language, so she just thought I was using my dumb little lingo to get her attention and maybe ask for a favor, so she just laughed it off and thought nothing of it. And then I sent the message to my friends with benefits, and he thought it was hilarious. And then we hooked up, and it was fun.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. That
the 2-hour window is the part that like shit was going down. Shit was going down. You didn't even know.
I would have actually like literally followed that up with my fucking resignation. I personally like don't even know what I would. Okay, this happened to one of our friends, by the way, too, one time. Because,
are you serious?
Yeah, I'm being so serious because something similar, which I'm sure this is fine. This is like old ass fucking lore, but one of our friends, like one time, this guy like hella hit her up and was like, "Oh, like, do you want to have like a little challengers moment?" And she was like, "What the fuck are you talking?" And then he was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. It was like the wrong one."
Oh, someone sent it to that.
Like she had the same name as the other girl. And so he like hit her up being like, "Oh, da da da." And he was like, "Oh fuck, sorry, wrong one."
Well, just like a random person or like someone that she was seeing?
No, like kind of a random person.
Oh my God!
Like he was because he was hot. Like I think if I remember correctly, he had her number because it was
well,
like
that's just rude then.
Well, he had a girlfriend or something, and they were on some. This was like years later, by the way. Like it was just giving like wrong number boots. But I was like, girl, I literally would have like had to blow my fucking phone up.
Yeah.
Like I would have had to literally like give my phone to like a cyber hacker or something and be like, "Oh my God, sorry."
His boss. And the fact that he was at work when he realized too. Thinking about that.
Whoa.
Is actually insane because
I didn't think about that.
God bless that boss too. Like she sounds very sweet and cute.
Yeah, I'm glad that she didn't. I mean, what can you even say? You can get
she's
fucking
like,
fired.
I'm kind of down.
Oh my God, imagine.
That would have been crazy.
That's sick. Awesome.
No, that's insane.
I'm glad you're still employed.
That's
and I'm
scary.
glad you had fun.
Yeah.
Period. Next caller.
So I moved overseas and went home with this German guy who was a few years younger than me. And we slept together at night, but he didn't finish. And then when we slept together in the morning and he did finish, it was fine. And then about 5 minutes later, he started like shaking. And then he threw up all over my bed, like projectile vomited all over my bedroom and bed. And then it turns out he had a stroke, and he was having a stroke for about an hour. And I had to call the ambulance and send him in the ambulance. And then I spoke to one of his friends, and they told me it was his first time. So he lost his virginity to me and had a stroke immediately after. So that ruined my Saturday. Love you guys.
Girl, you turned him out. You turned him out, girl.
I'm assuming he's fine. He's fine. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
And it was his first. Okay, I'm hella dead at the idea of literally texting his friends and be like, "Hey, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry your friend is stroke." They're like, "Damn, you hella took his virginity, bitch." Like, that's crazy.
No, you're real as fuck, girl.
Girl, real girl. What the
No, that's insane.
He was having a fucking
What?
And there's some things that you just like. That's like a rip in the like fabric of just how things are supposed to go. Because I don't even know what I would do.
I don't know what I would do either.
Ew, and not the vomit.
Well, the vom, that
not
would...
the boar worms.
The vom...
That's fucking nasty.
The vom would have me like, get out of my house.
No, that's what happened. Get a car. You are
and he's like having a stroke in the Uber.
No, literally. That's crazy.
I hope
also,
he's okay.
Like,
can we hear from our king if he hears this?
No. And I'm like, girl, did you guys talk after that?
Yeah.
Like, what happened to him?
I need to follow up or something.
Yeah, I need to follow up too of like what you did. Because I'm like, so what's the protocol for like literally a guy having a stroke in your bed? Like, do you call the ambulance? Like, what did you do?
Yeah.
Probably called the ambulance, right? I don't know. Let us know.
I don't know.
Let us know, girl.
I hope so.
That's gaggy, though.
That's
gaggy. That's once in a lifetime. And
once in a lifetime for him, too.
Once in a lifetime.
Right.
Thank you.
He's never going to forget you.
Right. First in a lifetime type shit.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next caller,
That's crazy.
Please. That's fucking crazy. Oh my God.
Hey divas. Okay, so I just got out of a long-term relationship and I wanted to get on the apps and see like what everybody was kind of talking about. So I got on this one app that was like a little bit more direct, so everybody knew like why they were on their vibe. And I ended up meeting this guy who was like an older gentleman, probably twice my age. Definitely Cal Jacobs vibe and like hot, but like why are you trying to fuck young girls like vibe. So we ended up meeting up. He ended up being normal, whatever. And we have kind of like a friends with benefits sitch, I don't know. So this past time he came over like to my apartment during the day and we like hooked up on my lunch break and my phone kept blowing up and I was like, okay, what is going on? Like, so I went to check it and like it was my dad that was calling me and I was like, this is fine. Like, I can't call you right now in front of this man. So I was like, whatever. Literally, knock on my door of my apartment. Go to look through the people, and it's my dad standing at my front door, like dropping something off that he told me he would drop off like the next day, but like decided to drop it off now. And I had this freak man in my apartment, and I had to like tell my dad that it was like the AT&T guy that was like fixing my router, and then he left. It was so scary.
Okay, queen.
One thing about me, though, I will say is like if my parents are blowing me up, I'm finna be like, hello.
No, that's what I was thinking too.
Because I'm like, bitch, not. And then he done showed up to your fucking the AT&T guy.
And Cal Jacobs was like,
bitch. Because if oh my God, my dad would have fucking freaked the fuck out.
If you had a man his age,
oh no,
in your bedroom,
no.
He probably would have started fucking swinging.
No, he would. Oh, for sure.
Oh my God.
Oh wow, Diva.
You honestly saved that man's life.
No, you
probably.
you hella saved his life.
No, for real.
I'm like wondering if the dad like believed it or like because I feel like my dad would like start asking questions, be like, "Oh, what's wrong? Oh, what are you working on?" And then he would be like, I don't know, like,
honestly, I'm like, oh my God, that's such a good fucking point because I'm like, no. And I think though, it's almost so like, this is just what it has to be. Like, I don't think my dad's brain would even go, like my dad would be like, this has to be like, there's no way.
Like,
you know
why
what I mean?
the AT&T guy got his shoes off?
Why the AT&T guy literally in his fucking like Chargers or in some shorts, like in jorts, like But I'm honestly like work bitch. And guys, I wish I could see pictures of these people. Like I'm definitely the friend that's like, let me see a picture, and I'm like, well shit, if he was bad, I want to see what he looks like. And was that the AT&T guy? Like, I'm like, oh, did y'all like I don't know, just wondering.
Okay, bodily fluid warning on this one. But
oh fuck!
We had to just feature some like really spooky ooky ones.
Really spooky? Oh,
well, this is Halloween.
It's fine.
Okay, fine.
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Oh God, you're sick. Let's do it.
Hi divas. I fear this one is sinister, but I was dating a man. We're no longer dating, and we were at his house, and his parents were out of time for the weekend. So we were getting freaky all over the house, and we decided to get freaky on his mother's couch. in the living room. His mother's white couch in the living room. And we were doing on the couch in the living room. And then he pulled out and I ended up shitting all over the white couch. And his parents were coming home the next day, and it wasn't one of those couches where you can just flip a cushion. And we tried to get it out as best we could, and we didn't know what to do. And so he said he was going to blame it on the dog. And so I left. I was out of there, and apparently he blamed it on his dog, and his mom freaked out because it was an older dog. And she said that was one of the signs that he's ready to go. And so they ended up putting the dog down because he could no longer keep his bowel movements in. And he never told his mom the truth.
No!
No fucking way, bro. No, bro. No.
That's literally not funny at
Y'all
all.
literally killed his family dog over some fucking bro. That's oh my God.
That's unforgettable.
That has me fucking sick.
I'm speechless.
I'm literally a mandated reporter for PETA. Like, I don't know, like that. Y'all did
literally
not
justice for fucking Sparky.
For Sparky.
Oh my
Y'all
God.
did not let them put
because you want some
this
Chipotle
family
before
dog
you
down.
literally. Oh, that's
Mama.
crazy.
Okay, guys. I retract my initial eye roll when I heard on the couch because I get it on the couch.
Yeah.
You're not doing on there. You're not doing on there. You can do off the side.
Please.
You can do anal, I don't know, sitting right in front. You're not doing anal on a
the
white couch.
couch.
And then y'all literally, like, at that point, maybe I just really loved my family dog. But at that point, I'm just like, I would have to be like, okay, Mom, I'm so sorry. Like, that was so embarrassing. But, like, I shitted on myself. Like, I was sitting on the couch and I shitted on myself. Like, something. Y'all did not let them put that dog down.
No, y'all both gonna have to answer to that. At the gates.
Put that fucking dog down.
At the gates.
Over house.
Hope it was worth it.
I hope it
was worth it. And I hope y'all got that couch clean.
That shit is sinny, bro. That's sinister.
No, she's real.
Oh, wow.
that was real. That was very real.
Wow. Yeah, and thanks for spilling.
Yeah,
that's
honestly, thank you so much.
Gag.
Yeah, I'll never
Jesus
forget
Christ. R.I.P. that dog.
Yeah.
No, like rip Sparky
like,
for
rip
sure.
Sparky.
I'm like next caller. I'm like this next caller.
Okay, we're about to like get a little more lighthearted, and this
Okay.
this
That
next
one wasn't
Oh,
lighthearted?
that one was trigger warning dog death, bitch. Like, damn.
I know, wrong
Like,
trigger.
oh my God.
Wrong trigger warning.
Bodily fluids, and then she's like, and then they took his dog out in the back, and they fuck. I'm like, what? Wait, what?
That's my bad. Yeah.
No, thank you, Sav. Thank you.
This one's for Dom.
Okay, so this year I went on a date with a guy that I matched with on Hinge, and he actually went to the same high school as me, which should have been a red flag, but he was a year above me. And anyway, the week that he wanted to take me on a date, I was moving, so we had to postpone it, but we had a week to kind of talk back and forth. And while we were talking, like texting, he would speak to me in this medieval, like, grammar structure, like, every now and then, like, he would be like, can I polish your armor, sire? Can I keep you company, sire? Why do you laugh at me, sire? Like, shit like that, which I don't know why you can't just use, like, your highness or, like, queen, like, I don't know, like, sire? Anyway, after that, we went on a date, and I drove separate. And we both got there early because I parked right next to him. And then we walked in together. And when he opened the door for me, he goes, after you, sire. And I literally went, oh, wow. The date was 2 hours long. he did a Peter Griffin impression and then went, hold on, my Lois is way better. And then did his Lois Griffin impression. And then at the end of the date, did the little, like, touch your fingers together shy thing, pointing his feet together and said, I hope we can do this again sometime. There are so many other things, but yeah.
I feel like Dom would have loved the medieval thing. That's why I said that.
I'm sorry. And they tore with the why couldn't it be your highness? Like, I'm like, who the fuck is the sire? Like, who even is that?
And watch the Family Guy slander.
No, watch the. I know, unfortunately, this is a Family Guy. Bitch, I would have been like.
No, but that sounds terrible. That sounds horrible.
Interesting. Well, and I forget that people go to big high schools because my high school is so small that like I'm like, damn, you didn't know him already, like because we knew everybody in our fuck ass high school, but
right. You went to school with literally 6 people.
No, with literally 6 people. So I'd be like, girl, I know that he does the Peter Griffin impression. Like, we weren't even to do that.
I've heard that 3 times already.
But I'm like, is it goofy? Like, well, that's a little goofy. That's edging corny.
Well, I guess it must have been bad. The impression.
It must have been bad. Yeah, the
horrible.
impressions must have been bad. Well. How are you doing Peter Griffin and Lois? It's like 2 completely different vocal ranges. Like no shade.
Or maybe he's just really talented.
Maybe he's just really talented.
Thank you, Kim.
But I mean, I'll take a goofy. I don't know if I mean that anymore.
Over an asshole.
Over an asshole.
But that part right here.
2 impressions on the first date is crazy.
Yeah.
No shade.
Peter and Lois. Were they interacting? Like, was it like back and forth? Like dialogue vibes?
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
He's just hella doing a table read. Like, I'm like, oh, no, period. Right. This would have had me like, look, chin up, girl.
Literally twist your fucking hip sockets.
Like, no. Okay. I kind of fuck with that though a little bit. But anyway.
No, but thank you for sharing, Queen.
Hella.
Woo.
Hey divas, hey neighbors. I'm sorry if this isn't like a really funny, scary, random hookup story from Halloween, but this one time I met up with this guy off of the sacred app Grindr, and the same day we met on that app, we met up in person at Swingers Up Saturday, and like we start watching a movie because we're trying to figure out what to do when we hang out. He seems cool. He's white, by the way. Major plot for later. And we start watching the new Dahmer show because we both talked about how it just came out. And then we're watching it. 2 episodes in, when he roofies the poor Laotian boy, is when he looks over at me and he asks if I want water. He knocks twice on his door, and then we go out, get some water, come back to his room. Then, later that night, when I come back, because I'm a freak, we're sitting there watching Dahmer, and something freaky starts to happen on the show, and that's when he pauses it and looks at me, and he's like, hey, do you like to suck D? And then pulls out his D. Crazy work. I was like in such an emotional mess. But yes, I do like to do that, so I did that. And then later in the hookup, I can hear all of his 3 other roommates, scamping around that house. And when we can finish and he's walking me out, he knocks on his door twice again, and I hear them all scurry. Because at first I thought he knocked on his door twice for no reason. But now I realize it's because his roommates can hear us, and that's the signal to scamper away.
Wait.
What? What the fuck you mean by that?
So you're saying they were like at the door?
Can we go back to,
first of all, Dahmer?
Girl,
Y'all gonna put on Dahmer.
Y'all put on Dahmer.
You let that slide?
Girl, okay, maybe. Even y'all know me, even I wouldn't really go that route on a date. But during the day, I'm gonna let y'all slide.
Yeah.
Okay, we're watching the new hit show, like boo 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 goo 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 goo.
The new hit show.
Y'all are not coming back to the crib at night and still wanting Dahmer.
It was a spooky Halloween fucking hookup.
Huh? I would have been like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? During Dahmer? During Dompter? Like, if you can be like literally turned on during Dompter, like I'm literally like, there's something.
Call me a car. I'm taking the bus. Literally stingers out.
I'm taking the bus and don't give me no more water. I want no more water.
Do you want a glass of water when the roofie scene happens?
Like, I'm just like, are you sick?
Funny me? Or
is this a bit we're doing? Or like, I just live like, no way.
This is serious.
Guys, if a man literally like tried to lean in and kiss me during Dahmer, I would probably start screaming. I think I would start screaming. I'm serious. That's fucking spooky ookie, bitch. That's spooky ookie.
It's terrifying.
That's spooky tookie. But girl, I hear you, bitch. You
no,
take
you're
it
real
there.
as fuck.
You take it there.
Take it
I
there.
hear you. Fuck,
that was
you
a spooky
there.
one. That was
spooky, bitch. And I don't know what his roommates were doing, but girl, that's spooky.
Get away from the door, guys.
And honestly, that's why I'm like, we can't have no trade in our apartment. Our apartment walls are literally thin as sharks.
We have a cute, charming, built in the 1930s.
30s, when nobody had phone, nobody had speaker, nobody raised their voice above
Nobody
10,
had trade.
Nobody had trade.
Nobody had trade. So
everybody only had marriage, move out the house. Like, we would have never had hookups. We would have gotten married and moved out the house.
Yeah, serious.
So I'm like, no, because I'm about to hit you with one of those too. Double
no,
knock,
and I'll
bitch,
pay you
scurry.
$50 to get out the house. Go get
Thank
you a nice
and I'll go
meal.
get me a little slice.
Right.
Okay, next caller. I keep hitting my nose. Okay.
Hi, hopefully I get this to you in time. I went on a really horrible date once when I was like 19, and this guy showed up to my house an hour or two late. He said that he rear-ended someone on the way over. And he also had a big suitcase in his hand, like a briefcase-style retro hard case suitcase. And never acknowledged what was in it. He left that at my house when we went to go leave. And we went to the DIA, and he got us escorted out because he was climbing over barriers to sit on stuff and touch stuff.
Pause really quick. I think that's a museum she's referring to.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask, yes.
And I was so humiliated, but I drove. So from there, I dropped him off at his friend's house because he requested that, in retrospect, probably to do drugs. Because when I picked him up, he was like passed out all the way to dinner, like head back, mouth open, sleeping. We went to Olive Garden, and he ordered the appetizer sampler platter, and just talked about his ex the entire time. And then I picked up his suitcase, sent him on his way, and he actually never texted me again after that date.
He knew. I'm like, what's worse, a guy who does drugs or a guy who talks about his ex? I also honestly haven't had that experience just yet of like a guy who's like really on his ex type shit. Yeah. I don't really understand how that like makes sense. Like, I can't imagine myself doing that.
On the first date?
It's crazy. Insane. Also, I watch true crime and I'm like, bitch, the suitcase would have had me like, what the fuck is that?
What's
a big ass suitcase?
Can you open that for me?
Can you open that or at least shake it or something? Is it heavy? Like, girl, I don't know.
Your Telfar's a little too big.
It's a little too big. But I'm like, and I just feel like 19 is that age when like bad dates happen. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like 19, 20, that's when shit be like hella fucking random and weird.
You're on your own for the first time. Don't know what to do.
Don't know what to do.
Literally don't know who to see.
Don't know what to do. Learning what to do. Like learning how to see things. Learning who to talk to. But I'm just like.
Literally going on dates with guys with big red bags.
And I'm not taking you anywhere.
And you're picking him up and you're 19.
And I've done that. At 19, I also did the same thing. I also fully picked a guy up and ended up dropping him off like at some like poetry reading or something after. And then I was like, why am I doing that?
No, that's, I guess it's informative.
Well, at least you got Olive Garden.
At least she probably paid for it.
Oh my God, I hope she didn't.
At least you bought yourself Olive Garden.
Yeah. But I'm like, no, you already lost me at the suitcase. You lost me at the suitcase. Like, no shade to suitcase people, but I'm like,
no shade to suitcase people.
Girl, you lost me at the suitcase and you left at your house, mamacita.
Wait, she said he left it at?
Yeah, he left it at her house. I'm like, girl, that was a ball.
That was a tracker.
Yeah, sounds like when she dropped him off at his friend's house, that was like a pit stop on the date.
Hella.
Like he went in and then came back and then they went to dinner.
And was cleaped. Mom, like he was off the team.
So like, what?
That's that 19-year-old shit. You know, you got all day. You got all day to just hang out and vibe, you know?
You just
Girl,
don't really
he was off the team to turn to her, I think.
Yeah, he was.
Hope he's okay.
Hope he's okay.
Hope he good. Fuck.
The team to turn.
Okay, another bodily fluid warning for real this time.
For real this
For
time.
real? The other one wasn't real?
Oh my
God.
God.
The other one I should have warned about, the dog.
Okay. No.
Okay.
Hey y'all, this is the fourth time I'm recording this shit. Let me see if I can get it out. My body don't want to, but you know what? Mind over matter. Let me get the pleasantries out the way. Love y'all down. Like y'all be speaking the inner monologue in my head and putting it on the internet. So thank you for doxing my brain. I love y'all. Like I'm sat and gagged every week. Anyway, so my hookup story is from a dark and stormy night, except it's not because it's the middle of June, but I wanted to add to the aesthetic anyway. The fool don't drive, and I had to pick this goon up from like 30 miles away, and we have a key, like, where we got JT going on Ox, we got City Girls down, like, it's a vibe, I don't know if I'm into him like that, but we'd already been, like, fucking together for 2 hours. Keep in mind, we had shawarma before this, so there's already some nasty shit going on in the dentures, but, we, like, end up getting into the backseat, go to Smooch Town, Smooch Tropica, none too crazy. It's a Mini Cooper, so my legs already, like, above my head, and my fucking head in the trunk, so nothing's right. I notice he starts hacking up a goddamn lung. And this trade gonna do an exchange of some bodily fucking fluids alongside a tonsil stone into my shit. He projectile shoots a tonsil stone into my fucking mouth, mamas. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? And it still resides in my system to this
day.
What do you mean it resides in your system? What does that mean?
Right.
What the fuck is a tonsil stone? I've never heard of that before.
Really?
Yes.
A tonsil stone is like a little stone that builds up back in your tonsils from like, you get it from like, correct me if I'm wrong, but you get it from like, it's like little particles of food and stuff. And then it just gets like stuck in your tonsils. So then it like hardens into this like little white stone. And it like smells like really fucking bad. And like when people have like bad breath sometimes and stuff, like it might be because they have a tonsil stone, which you can get them like flushed out. Like you're supposed to like flush them out, like if you get them, because it's natural.
Yeah.
And
it's like certain people are more prone to them because your tonsils shaped a certain way or whatever. But yeah, you usually like feel when they're there.
Yeah.
And so like you could take care of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he like hacked it out.
Into your fucking
cough into your mouth.
Into your mouth.
What'd you do? Just shoot it up?
Yeah,
I
you
know.
need to like stop the mouth-to-mouth exchange if you're coughing. Like,
if you're coughing.
Let's
he probably was like, and he was like,
No.
Because what are we talking about? Ew, yeah, what'd you do? Just chew on it? Well, what do you mean it's in your
right, no,
what do you mean
literally.
it's in your fucking
Literally.
system, girl?
Like,
no, I mean, what do you what do you do? Just like swallow it?
Is it like behind his tonsil now? They just like traded?
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh, that one like.
anyways, so
That one made my mouth water.
Yeah, that was bodily. Is that fluid or bodily solid?
Right.
No,
really?
bodily
I'm
solid.
like,
bodily.
a tonsil crystal? Or what is it? A tonsil.
I would have been like, wear that shit on my neck.
No,
Fuck
literally, new chain.
Ew. Real. That would have made me throw up probably, but it's okay.
Ew.
I get it.
I can't imagine
I get
that.
it. In the
Ooh.
moment, it's fight or flight. It's fight or flight. Or freeze. So
Get your tonsils
okay,
removed.
no more bodily fluids. Maybe one more, but
Okay.
I'll warn you.
okay.
Thank you.
Hello, my beautiful divas. I love you both so much. You've gotten me through a lot of hard times recently. But anyways, so I arrived at this date about 2 months ago. I immediately knew I wouldn't like it because I'm gay and I keep fucking men for some reason. But anyways, I get there. I don't even want to say man. This creature has his outfit laid out on the bed like he's going to a field trip tomorrow. And the outfit is SpongeBob pajama pants with a matching SpongeBob top. For tomorrow. The whole day. So then, I get in the bed, let's get this over with. let's get right to it. He inside me in 15 seconds max, looks me in the eye, and goes, I love you. I look at him and I go, what did you say? He goes, what? I go, I'm gonna go. Goodbye. This was the second date. I hate men, and I'm gay also, and I'm sabotaging myself by fucking men. Anyways, I love you guys. Love you, divas. Happy Halloween.
Love you, Diva, and happy Halloween to you too. And happy Halloween to you too.
I love you too, Diva.
Hella. And I'm
really
like, guys, and free yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because
we know a lot of people, non-men, that have had that transition out.
Absolutely. Absolutely we do.
You know, and I felt your hate in that. I felt you.
For real.
I felt you.
For real. It's a pipeline.
It's a pipeline.
For sure.
You know, no shade on SpongeBob either. And
no shade on SpongeBob.
And that was rooted in resentment. For sure. And I don't fucking blame you for that. I really don't.
I'm just like, if I didn't want to be intimate with men, I wouldn't. Just know that. Just know that if it wasn't biological, I personally wouldn't. And I'm also just like, that combo collab, the quick finish and I love you collab is just
too real.
That just
if that didn't do it, I don't know what will.
Yeah, I hope that was the nail in the coffin. Because I'm like, I love you's crazy. I love you is absolutely fucking insane. I gotta stick beside the SpongeBob pajamas though. I'm gonna be real. Y'all know me. Like, I'm like, that would be me. That would be me if you came in my room right now. You'd be like, the fuck? I'm
why
like,
your SpongeBob pajamas laid out?
I'm like, well, love you.
Right.
No, she was at your house.
Tight.
Period.
Hey, Diva.
Yeah.
When I met Maya, she was wearing Captain America pajama pants.
Those are my favorite pajama pants to this day. I think I wear them every single day.
That's
and
Maya's
I
uniform.
will say, I know. And the tea about those pants though is, and I was just telling Q this the other day because he roasts me every time I'm on FaceTime and I'm wearing them. They're so fucking comfortable. And they were made with love. Like they're handmade. They
By
are.
Captain America.
Yeah, I literally thrifted them and I fear somebody's mom like literally sewed them together. And
Is
they're
that
just,
true?
Yes. And they're just they're the most comfortable pair of pajama pants I have.
Yeah.
So.
No, and I loved you from that moment.
And I'm not even like a Captain America girl like that,
right,
really.
But comfort over everything.
No,
so you would come over and I would have those laid out.
Hella.
Do with that what you will.
That's archival.
It is archival. It's vintage. Yeah,
it's literally, yeah. No, that's
Okay, so I'd been dating this boy for about 6 months, and one night we just went to the park to smoke. Like, we sat on a blanket. It was super chill. We're smoking. He goes kind of quiet, and all of a sudden he's like, would you still love me if you knew who I really was? I said, what do you mean by that? He said, 3 months ago, I read your journal, and this is not going to work. Like, you're repeating the same patterns. I was like, what the fuck? How much did you read? And he said, obviously, I read the whole thing. I wasn't just going to read half. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, of course. And he's just saying, like, we're both insecure. We both don't set boundaries. We're both this, we're both that. I said, no, we're not the same. You're evil. I was just completely shocked. I did not know what to say. Long story short, we rode home in silence. I dropped him off at his house. The last thing he said to me was, it's been real, and walked away. I could not believe it.
Wow, that one really has me speechless.
That you're repeating the same patterns.
You read my
journal and is therapizing me down boots right now. Like, what?
That is like, I've just like never heard something so like that is like.
You read my journal also 3 months ago?
3 months ago. Because you want to be talking all this shit about repeating patterns. Bitch, you're still here, though. You're literally still dating me.
Down.
If somebody... Oh, wow. I'm literally speechless. I'm just like, my journal is not.
I would have to take you out back.
I would have to literally put 2 in the dome.
Like, that's...
And I know that he must be, if he has even a semblance of humanity, he must be sick to this day that he did that shit, because that is literally so fucking diabolical. That's so diabolical. That's so diabolical.
That's like the ultimate betrayal.
That's
like a horrible... Yeah, he'll
That's
answer.
like one of the worst things I've ever heard.
He'll pay.
That's literally one of the worst things I've ever heard. And then you're going to be telling me what I'm doing?
Yeah, what?
Girl, I come to my journal when I'm literally like...
No, literally.
You don't get to talk. No.
Let me see your fucking journal.
Because, girl, I'm not journaling about my growth.
Obviously, the whole thing is fucking crazy.
I think like that shit you like literally can't even make up. Like, I don't even know what the fuck I would do. I don't even know what the fuck I would do.
That's like pissing me off.
You're repeating the same patterns.
No, we would have had to fight right there.
Yeah, we would have had to start
fighting.
I actually would have had to like go Instagram live.
You're repeating the same fucking... No shit, I'm 25!
No,
fucker!
No shit. That's actually like that's the scariest one so far.
Yes, this is Halloween.
Oh my God, though, for real. That's like, oh my God, like that would have had me on YouTube, like literally on YouTube, like fucking James Charles, fucking what was that girl's name who did that thing?
Bye, sister.
Yeah, bye, sister. That shit would have me on YouTube, like, bye, sister. Like, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy.
That's so
you're crazy.
funny.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Yeah.
You're crazy. Oh wow, that like triggered my fight or flight. Okay. Okay.
Period.
Yes. Next caller. Next caller.
I met up with a guy from Hinge at a dumpling restaurant, and the first question he had for me was if I like to eat organ meats. And then when I hesitated, he clarified and added if I liked eating organ meats and connective tissues.
And that's it.
Bitch, that was Dauber guy. Like, literally, I'm like, wait. And connective tissue. And see, this is why, y'all bitches, this is why everybody want to talk about how I'm avoiding this, avoiding that, boots, house, whatever. Everybody want to talk about that, right? What do I look like literally being on a date? And you ask me that, and what? I just have to keep sitting there? Do you like eating connective tissue? I don't know. Where'd you go to school? Are you guys being serious? Like, it's actually crazy. No shade. But I'm like, that's actually fucking insane-atron. Like, I don't know what to say.
No, that's, yeah. No, I don't.
I don't.
I actually don't.
I don't. Is that okay? Guys, I'll tell you, this isn't giving me hope. I'll tell you. This shit is not giving me hope. I'll tell you that.
This is not the hope episode.
This is not the hope episode.
This is
we're gonna have to do one of like
be safe,
best first
right?
Best, like, no, we're gonna need something like that, because I'm like, y'all.
This is the be careful episode.
This
Watch
should be
out.
having me like.
No, but it's important to hear these.
It's important to hear these. Yeah, this is her
story. We're all gonna come out shining.
Thank you.
This is her story.
This is her story. This is her story, literally.
Learn from mistakes.
We're in the home stretch.
Okay, love that.
Hey guys, my worst hookup was the time that a guy invited me over to his house for the first time, and then promptly introduced me to his entire extended family that was also there. And then later, while we were hooking up in his rancid basement, he grabbed my stomach rolls in like a claw-like manner. Not once, but twice. And then afterwards, he told me that he related to the guy from American Psycho, like genuinely, and then in a casual manner told me that, I don't know, I've just kind of always liked bigger girls. Didn't know I was a bigger girl at the time, but now I do, so thanks for that, King. Anyway, love the pod. Thanks, guys.
We love you. Number one.
Love you so much.
I have a lot of things to say about this.
That was loaded.
Number one, American Psycho is not for men's enjoyment. It's for hot women and hot non-binary people to identify with as satire, and that is it. If I ever, you can hate, you can like the movie, you can whatever. If I meet a man who literally feels like he genuinely identifies with American Psycho, I'm being so fucking for real. You're a mandated reporter. You need to literally put him on a registrar. Completely. No way. Number 2, personally, for me in my house, if we're being intimate, first of all, me literally being butt naked in your bed at all is already like a lot for me, okay? You are not allowed to touch me unless it's with an open fucking palm. I will take any hand movements that involves this. Hands on the shoulders, open palm, arm, open palm. Do not think that you can pinch, prod, poke. Don't do none of that shit. Because then I just literally remembered I'm a human being. And I'm like, get the fuck off me. A claw-like manner. I'm literally breaking your fingers back. That's literally crazy. That's crazy. That's just me though, and that's just my body. That's just me and my body.
Well, it's also the defining your body type is
insane.
Interesting.
Insane. Don't talk about me. Like don't fucking perceive me when I'm literally naked and vulnerable in your bed. I don't care what you have to say.
And what she said, second date or something, meeting the family,
the whole extended family.
Look, well, y'all know me because I'll be.
I'm like the whole extended family.
It's a little much.
That's insane.
A little much.
And then I'm like, did you guys go right?
He's American Psycho.
This shit is making me sick as fuck. Relating to Patrick Bateman is actually like one of those things where I would like encourage you to I don't know.
And don't kill me, but I still haven't seen it. So.
And that's real. It is not a character that if I was a man, I would feel comfortable openly identifying with in a way that is not like very much satirical.
Well, that's what I'm gathering. Well,
he literally just like fucking hates women and like literally just like kills people and is just like horrible.
That's what I.
But like for a woman, it's like in a cunty way.
What's there to relate to? Because also, wasn't it like the movie's like written by women and directed by a woman, right?
I don't know if the director was a woman, but I think the OG story is written by a woman.
Okay.
Like it's supposed to be fucking satirical, which is why I'm like when people are literally like, yeah, like I'm so him. I'm like, what?
They're not in on the joke.
Well, because they're talking about you.
Wow.
They're talking about you.
Wow.
No.
And that's honestly a great way to weed people out.
Oh my god, that's like a huge red to me. That's a huge red flag. And y'all, you know, I like, you know, in films and in television and in culture, not in culture, but in films and in television, I do find a guy attractive that's a little like off his nut a little bit. I'm talking like Scream. I'm talking like Heathers, you know. But if I really met a man in real life who was trying to be on some fuck shit like that, I'd be like, get the fuck out my house. That's like actually scary as fuck.
No, you like him. You like him meek. You like him chill, wallflower.
Well,
just look a little scary.
Well,
look a little hungry. Look a little tired.
And if that's you, let me know.
Dark hair, dark circle. Hit her up with skateboard under the arm.
Skateboard's not required anymore.
Not anymore. But maybe anyway. like an electric guitar, like a drum set
under their arm.
Literally in a marching band.
I'm like,
no, hella. Yeah. Hella. She wants you.
Oh my god. Anyway, I'm like next. Girl, damn. I'm sorry. That sounds no. That was horrible.
Yeah, that's awful. I'm sorry, girl. Thank you for sharing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got one more.
Oh.
It is bodily fluid warning.
Great.
Okay.
To go there.
Yes.
Let's do it.
We're already here.
Fuck it. Happy Halloween.
We got shit on the couch. So.
Dog fucking dead. That's crazy.
Not funny at all, you guys. That's not funny.
Okay, so this happened when it was like the second time I've ever had sex with anybody, and speaking fast because it's a little bit of a long story, but it was with this older gentleman, and I was in Vegas, and I was 19, so I couldn't go out with my friends, so I decided to hook up with this guy, and he was this, like, weird champagne, like, it had, like, glitter in the champagne, he was showing me in, he was showing me around, and I don't know why I made this choice, and I probably made it because I was definitely drinking, but I decided to hook up with this man after going to Taco Bell Cantina and running that like it was literally my fucking chapel, like literally in their confessional style, like that whole entire fucking day. And girls, it was not cute. Definitely got paint on the paintbrush, you know, like got paint on the fucking paintbrush. And he was like, oh my god, and it was like massive, and mind you, it was my second time, so I was like in pain, painted the paintbrush, and girl, I had to fucking walk home. It was like half a mile from my hotel room, so I had to walk home after painting a man. I faked an emergency. I was like, oh, my friend's calling me, she's in the hospital. Walked my ass home, and yes, I did hit up the Taco Bell Cantina right the fuck after, and went and took a shower and slithered into bed with my best fucking friend just sleeping right next to me, and then woke up the next day and I couldn't walk. Literally couldn't walk, right? I just pretended to drown in the pool all day just to alleviate all the pressure from my feet and my lower regions. It was definitely a time.
You didn't have to fake an emergency to leave.
You didn't have to fake an emergency to leave, number one. Number two, when are we all going to be self-aware enough to understand? Personally, if you take me to Taco Bell Cantina, I'm going to absolutely paint. I thought that's why you took me there. Like at some point, we just need to step up and understand you have nothing to be embarrassed about. Because if the goal was some fucking squeaky clean fucking like squeak squeak squeak, we wouldn't go to Taco Bell Cantina. You would, and I can't say too much on YouTube, but I'm like, no. We would have taken measures, and measures weren't taken, and that's not your fucking fault.
It's not your fault. If you're gonna play in the mud,
if you're gonna play, I'm like, well, if you're gonna play in the mud,
things happen. Sometimes. You're very brave for sharing that story.
Type.
No, and that stuff happens. Also, you're 19 years old.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Girl, what do we know? King. But what do we know? Like, what do we know? What do we know?
What do we know? Another 19-year-old story.
Another, because that's when we be painting. Sorry. Today.
The other story I was going to tell, I was 19 years old too.
I'm
acting a mess.
Well, that's what it's for.
Exactly.
That's what that age is for, literally.
No, paint losers.
Paint.
Paint losers.
No, paint. And I'm just like, because to me, and you know, I'm like, somewhat on the outside of this conversation, but like, I'm definitely. Kind of.
Well, yeah.
I'm not going pro yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, I'm not pro. But like,
yeah.
It's just giving, to me at least, if I was in that situation, you know, all we can really do is laugh because it's a consensual act.
Like, it just it happens sometimes.
It happens.
It literally happens sometimes.
And that's on body.
Take a shower and go to Taco Bell Cantina together.
I'm glad you went to Taco Bell Cantina, and I'm glad that your bestie was there after because need that.
Also, it sounds like he was weird about it after. That's the weird part, honestly.
I still need to go to Taco Bell Cantina in Las Vegas. I still haven't been.
It's tea.
I hear.
You know it's tea.
I hear.
And they have like hella flavors of the like blast. The slushy vibe. Yeah.
Need that.
You know when they pull it out?
Need that.
Blast.
Nina. Need that.
No, but that's real suck. And why were you in Vegas at 19 too is the question.
Real. That's real.
All you could do is go to Taco Bell Cantina, and that's why you were fucking paying trade.
Cantina, well, type shit. You know, at 19, bitch, I was like, Vegas! Girl, I ain't got nothing to do with Vegas. They can't sell me shit.
But go to Taco Bell Cantina and
Circus, fuck what you heard. To this day, I'll fuck with a circus. I don't give a fuck.
Circus.
Sorry.
No, we need to go to Vegas. We
need to go to Vegas.
We planned that trip, and we didn't go. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we totally didn't go. We should totally plan that and go. Because I'm down to go run around a little bit.
Me too. I want to go to the buffet.
And I want to go to a buffet. And I'm also still like debating on if I'm going to drink next year. And if I do drink next year, we should for sure go to Vegas because I'm finna get one of those. What are they called? Those big ass things.
What are they? Like a daiquiri or something? Or like
no, it's like there's a specific name. It's like a brand.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
I was about to say big gulp. Y'all know where I'm at.
Enough of big gulps. I've had so many big gulps over the last couple of weeks. Like dark soda is the devil. It is fucking addictive. It's addictive. Like it's addictive. It's addictive.
Is it a Fat Tuesday?
A Fat Tuesday.
Yeah, thank you.
Miss Fat Tuesday.
Thank you, Sal.
Hella. I'm like, no, we love a Fat Tuesday. Like last time I was in
that's
Vegas was
tea.
for when we were young.
Oh,
Which I didn't go to
and now
next
we're
year because
no, but I've never been. I've never been to Vegas at 21 too.
Me neither. Well, what am I talking about? I just said I did, but we didn't go. We didn't
you
go
weren't
to
in,
like
like,
Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah, we went for like the pop.
You were with
the
you were with the scene girls. Like, come on,
my people.
that's like even a better Vegas.
But like we could run around Vegas.
We could run around Vegas and be cute. You're thinking about drinking
next year? I am. I've kind of been talking. I mean, Q keeps making this joke now that like in January we're up, because I was like in January I might run it. It has been nice being like sober.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. And obviously I'm gonna finish the year out because like we're here. But damn. Then sometimes I'm like, ugh.
It's nice to have the balance though. Like it's nice that you've taken this time to like just like root in yourself and know that it's not something that you need.
No, and hey, I've been more anxious than I've ever been in my whole life. No shade.
That's what the time is for.
Shade,
well, that's what everyone's running from.
Yeah. No, that's real. That's real.
So that's honestly like good to.
And I love the clarity. I do.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I'm like, fuck. Because there are still some things where I'm like, this thing, the vibe relies on substance. You know what I mean? Or like the maximal amount of fun relies on substance.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
For,
I mean,
Vegas.
it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, like we be drinking in America down, but like there are some things where I'm like, fuck. Like y'all remember the Saddle Ranch Beer Tower? Yeah. Fuck.
No, I get it.
Like there's shit where I'm like, wait. Or Vegas with the Fat Tuesday.
Yeah,
that would tear.
It's Vegas culture.
It's culture.
It's Saddle Ranch. It's culture. It's Saddle Ranch culture.
It's Saddle Ranch culture.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying for sure.
Like it's culture.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, shit. I'll probably run it in January for funsies, and then see how I feel.
Look, you can always run it back too.
No,
like,
for
nothing's
sure.
permanent.
For sure. I can't believe I'm almost. I mean, I guess I can't believe it, but I'm like, damn, it's literally October.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. It doesn't like the year is going by so fast.
Oh yeah, it's going by so fast.
And it doesn't feel like as big of a feat as I thought it was going to feel like in a way. But wet January is the joke. So I'll see y'all in wet January, literally.
And I'll be dry. Hell no.
Anyway, girl.
Spiritually. And
But anyway, we would keep it running, but I literally have to go to my job and wash this paint off and literally like put makeup on. That's crazy. Go working.
Press real quick. Decompress before.
Allegedly. But anyways, as always, guys, thank you for like coming and sharing and spilling. And you know what? We're gonna have to do maybe around Valentine's Day or something, but we're gonna have to do like a slay one. Like we're gonna have to do like a slay and hookup.
Come back for that one?
Yeah.
I would love
you
to talk
literally
about
invented love, so yes.
I would love to talk about like good moments too, because I've had so many too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think it's worth spilling because I'm literally like,
yeah.
fuck,
I think that's
crazy.
a good idea. It's kind of it's
be
exhausting to
It is
be
exhausting.
in fucking shit and tonsil stones all day.
It's exhausting. And it's exhausting to go through. And I'm like, guys, I know that people out there have slayed stories. I know it. And like someday we'll open up another voicemail for y'all so we can, rebalance out the feng shui.
But thank you for sharing your terror and for releasing it, because that's really good for you all.
Literally captured and released. Literally. Like that's what we do here.
And make light of those like dark moments too.
Absolutely.
Because they could like be scary alone.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Like if you really have stories like that, like I'm like, it's definitely worth like releasing because sometimes shit is like actually scary.
Exactly.
And like that's real too.
A lot of the time. We gotta go.
Anyway, on the neighborhood watch, oh my God, I forgot to tell you if you want to have a neighborhood watch. On the neighborhood watch this week, I mean, I guess for me it's the garden. Go ahead and listen to a little Tracky Tina and listen to the girls. Listen to the girls sing. Yeah. And low key Family Guy's on my neighborhood watch because I've been watching so much Family Guy again. And I'm like, wait, this shit funny.
You have been watching Family Guy.
Because it's just a good, like, mindless little watch, little key, and they be cutting up on there. Sorry, it's funny.
I love Family Guy. I haven't seen it so long. Neighborhood watch. I've been I can't stop listening to McGee, like literally for the last like month and a half or so. But specifically, not this last release, but the one right before. Let me get the name of it.
She's a Miggy girl, yeah.
Down. Been loving Miggy. Literally, my first love ever, love of my life, showed me Miggy. They went to school together. Anyway, so A Museum of Contradiction, that EP specifically, can't fucking stop. I went to New York last month and was like, for 2 weeks, was listening to this fucking album on repeat on the fucking bus, on the train, down.
Real.
So good. So takes you on a journey. So emotional. If you want to like feel something, listen to that shit.
The Jantasy.
The Jantasy.
The Jantasy, yeah.
Neighborhood watch / just something to do. If you're in LA, take the bus. I took the bus. I've been in Ernie's place. I want to take the bus more. I took the bus yesterday. It's honestly tea.
Yeah.
No one uses it and it's hella fucking clean. And it just gives me my New York fantasy. And like, if you want to go grab a drink and like the bus is convenient, take the bus. It's $1.75, like period.
That's
it's
actually so
$1.75. We could go get brunch and just like take the bus.
Yeah. And if we all started taking the bus more, then maybe they would actually fucking make it even more accessible.
Exactly. But like, it's so nice and clean. It's like way cleaner than New York. So. And it's like nice and bright outside. Like it was so nice to just like see.
That's everything.
LA.
That's fucking tea because we should be taking the bus like way more, no shade. Mm-hmm. So period, that's on the Neighborhood Watch. Yeah. And where can the girls find you?
Oh my God.
If you want to be found.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm open. You can find me on Instagram at keilanstaff, KeilanStaff. Damn. I mean, I don't post on TikTok, but I'm like thinking about it. I know.
Trying to get the girls to post on TikTok.
I'm thinking about it. I'll give you all my TikTok, but y'all not gonna see nothing right now. It's my TikTok is Keilan Dreams.
Thank you.
Dreams with a Z.
Thank you.
69.
Thank you.
Type shit. And
yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll come back because also Keilan, like we've been watching Drag Race together for years. So if you guys wanted like actual Drag Race, like keys and reviews, we can do that maybe on the Patreon or something. Yeah,
for the next like season.
We also never finished Big Brother, but just know that that's something that like culturally we do. Yeah, like culturally. But we're like Drag Race girls. Like this is a Drag Race house. So if you're a Nikki fan and you want to like hear us talk about Drag Race or something, like let us know. Yeah, let us know because we could hella run that on the Patreon or even on YouTube. I don't know. We can figure it out if that's something that everyone's interested in. But just know that like we literally are like we're locked in crazy.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite drag queen before you go?
Alyssa Edwards. Sasha Velour is also hella growing on me, but I need to do more research.
Love Sasha Velour. Yeah. She's literally she was anyway. See?
Yeah.
Well, we can talk about it.
But we can talk about it.
Thanks for spilling, guys. Like we appreciate you down, and we'll see you guys here same time next week. And happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Thank you for letting me listen. And I'm a stranger, but nice to meet you all.
Hella nice to meet you. All right, love you guys. We'll see you next week.